Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday, and as you guys know what that means, aside from being Thirsty Thursday, it is also update day for Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. And today is no exception. In Black Ops Cold War, we have a new gunfight tournament with new rewards. On top of that, a brand new operator, which we will talk about later. And then in Warzone, a very strange update because, well, they removed the Hunt for Adler event, which was only working for like a day, but we'll talk about that later in the video. As per usual, though, what we do is I go through all of the different games, talking about Black Ops Cold War, Warzone, Modern Warfare, giving you everything that has changed there. That way you guys can know what you can play this week, what's new, so on and so forth. And as per usual, what we are going to do today is start out with Black Ops Cold War, move into Warzone, and then check out Modern Warfare at the very end. But without further ado, let's dive in. This is everything in this week's update. So starting off with Black Ops Cold War, we're going to talk about this a little bit more when we move to Warzone, but the first thing you're going to notice is that the Hunt for Adler event is gone. Even though it was just fixed yesterday so that you could actually complete it, it's been removed. Now, they did tweet a little while ago saying that they were going to address this and extend it potentially, or they might have some other way of doing it, but as of right now, you cannot get that Adler skin, which I do find a little bit weird. Now, the second thing you're going to notice is that there is a new gunfight tournament this week with a new weapon or blueprint that you get upon completing or winning this gunfight tournament. It's pretty cool. They've also changed up the different maps that you can play on this one to include Diesel, KGB, and ICBM, which were all different maps than what we played in the previous gunfight tournament. Not gonna lie, I really like what they are doing with these tournaments and hope that they continue. And from everything that we are seeing, it looks like every 2 to 3-ish weeks we are going to get a new gunfight tournament. After this, we also have Diesel 24/7, which this week is going to be a 6v6 playlist, not the 3v3 like it was last week. We also have Sticks and Stones, the playlist that came out last week, fan favorite, just like a party game as we all know. We also have Snipers Only Mosh Pit, Nuketown 24/7, Gunfight, Face Off, and Fire Team Mosh Pit. Now, on top of this, we also got some new store items, starting off with the new operator, which is known as Knight. Now, with Knight, you get his brute skin as well as 2 different weapons kind of to go with his theme. You also get a reticle. I don't know who is using these reticles. They're really intrusive, but apparently someone is still using it out there. You also get a bird finishing move called the Bird of Prey, which a hawk ends up attacking your enemy, which is pretty cool, kind of like the dog ones that we've seen before. On top of that, calling card, emblem, and weapon trap. Now, the second bundle was actually added, I believe, yesterday or 2 days ago, and this one is called the Big Joke, and this is the Portnova skin. And as far as this one goes, it's kind of like the bank robber skin that we saw before. Pretty cool looking skin, I must say, with a couple of weapons and a vehicle skin as well. So that is pretty much it for Black Ops Cold War, but I did want to have a quick look at Roman Gray, aka Knight's bio. As we can see, he's ex-MI6 and now working with Perseus. He is born for the kill. Knight is an ex-MI6 Wetworks operative who loves what he does. He joined Perseus to glory in the chaos that they promise. He is the happiest when he's killing in close quarters. Knight is a force to be reckoned with. Essentially, my takeaway is he is a total psychopath, and as you can see, his background there is actually Irish. A pretty interesting character, I must say. That's pretty much it as far as Cold War goes, so let's hop on over to Warzone. So as you can see, when it comes to the Hunt for Adler contract, I kind of lied because it is still here in Warzone. As you can see, I only have 1 contract left at Farms. That was the one that was broken for me. Now, you can also see that I haven't completed the Black Ops Cold War part of it because I didn't know if it would work because I couldn't do the Warzone part. So I don't know if you currently go in Black Ops Cold War and do these challenges, if they still count or not. I'll have to find that out later because that counter is no longer there in the Cold War game, but it's still here in Warzone. But as you can see, the timer is currently at 0 seconds, so I have no idea when this is actually going to end. So it's kind of confusing. I'm assuming that they're going to tweet about it later today. So follow me on Twitter. I'll keep you guys updated whenever that happens. Now, as far as the playlist this week, we have normal battle royale, quads, trios, duos, and solos. After this, we have Verdansk Resurgence trios, which was here last week. I was kind of hoping it would bump up to quads, but they didn't do that. Also, we have Rebirth Resurgence trios as well, and then finally Plunder Blood Money. So really nothing special here this week. On top of this, if you try to go to the store in Warzone currently, it is broken. It doesn't let you go over to it. So all in all, I don't really think this update did very much. That being said, there was an update that came out yesterday. So yesterday we actually had the update that came out where the Hunt for Adler event was updated and you could actually complete it. It was no longer bugged. Now, alongside beside this update, there were several other things that they actually fixed, mainly bug fixes. So for example, they fixed several out of the map glitches, things along those lines that of course come out whenever they add a new map. They also fixed many different bugs, including ones revolving on the gas, specific weapons, and essentially they were just bug fixes. And I wouldn't normally mention this except for what they put at the end of the patch notes. They say, and a sneak peek at some upcoming changes, balancing adjustments to the CR56 AMAX, Farah 83, and Bullfrog, as well as some changes to ADS firing speeds on specific Cold War attachments. Now, the important part there is the CR56 AMAX, the Farah 83, and the Bullfrog are 3 of the best weapons currently in Warzone. And with the balancing adjustments coming, you know that they're going to be nerfed. Now, the weird part about this is the FFAR was the best weapon in the game for over a season. And with these weapons, they have just kind of rose to the top with Season 3. And specifically, the Farah is one that I really enjoy using. And now, basically just a week later, they're already saying that they're going to be getting a nerf. So I don't know whether this is good or bad, whether this is going to happen moving forward, where weapons get adjusted more frequently. But I'm curious what you think. Would you prefer for this meta to stay around for maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks, half a season, or would you prefer them to just always be nerfing and buffing guns with every single update? I'm curious what you think. I don't know what the right answer is to this one. It's good that they're addressing it. I just don't know what the right time frame to address it actually is. Now, for those of you who are still kicking around Modern Warfare, the store does work in Modern Warfare. It's just Warzone right now that it is broken. And as far as the playlist goes, they're really straightforward. You have Ground War, Blueprint, Gunfight, Shoot the Ship, which is always a fan favorite. Great to see that's there. Face Off, Cranked, Confirmed, which is a mix between Kill Confirmed and Cranked, which I actually do really like that game mode. And then finally Stir Crazy, which is 10v10 Mosh Pit. So that is pretty much the update. A relatively small update. As far as the confusingness of it, it's all around the Hunt for Adler event. It's interesting that they just kind of removed it in Cold War and then still have it there in Warzone. I don't know if it works in both games or if it's just Warzone that still works. As we find out more information about that, I will keep you guys updated. Now, as far as the rest of the update, you have the new operator, which is Knight. He's both usable in Warzone and Black Ops Cold War. Currently, right now, the Warzone store is broken, so if you want it, you got to buy him in Cold War as of right now. On top of this, in Cold War, we have the new Gunfight Tournament, which is always good. I'm probably going to be playing some of that later today. And then as far as Warzone goes, really the only thing that we have is the update that came out yesterday, which we did cover. So that is pretty much it. Like I said, relatively small update, but you guys can let me know what you think of it down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, always appreciate it. If you do hit that like button, it does really help out the channel. And of course, if you're new, like what you see here, want to stay up to date on everything Call of Duty, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard.